Hey guys, it's Maureen here and welcome back to another video. I had spent the majority of March with myself, cutting away from all forms of socializing, mainly because I felt the need to do so. It could be just an energetic purge of what was accumulated in 2020, something like a spring clean as we finish off Pisces season, the last season of the zodiac wheel, also the last month of the winter season. My birthday is in March and I'm a Piscean, and the older I've become, I've grown to notice that whenever my birthday month approaches, I tend to be a little quieter than my usual self as an introvert. It is like a period of reflection that I find my mood fluctuates quite badly. Being a water sign and also having prominent water placements in my chart makes this a rather emotional period for me. Some of you might experience this differently and prefer a more social approach. I wasn't really in the mood to do a lot of the usual things, but I did spend a lot of time cleaning. Cleaning as in cleaning my home, my workspace, anything physical that makes me feel that I'm making things right, at least to my perspective. While all that seems like a breeze to do, the most difficult part for me to clean would be the emotional side. I really struggled with this. And this year, I find it even more of a torture to do so, thus resulting me in entirely shutting down from the world outside. If you are an astrology fan like myself, you might also have come across the Venus star point in Aries event currently happening astrologically. This, unfortunately, is not my forte to go into the details, but I will leave a link to a video by the astrologer Maureen explaining it in more depth in the description link below. This Venus star point in Aries, I feel, is also one of the reasons why this period feels so emotional for me, as it is affecting a prominent part of my astrological chart. Astrology is a subject that has fascinated me since young, and in recent years I've nurtured my knowledge of it so much as to be able to forecast the impact of the current transits on my own personal chart. Although not as apt as a professional astrologer, but just enough to do my own predictive astrology. Since last month, I've included both the new and full moon period in my bullet journal spread. For this month, I've experimented with doing a whole monthly astrological moon cycle in the respective signs. In astrology, the moon is associated with the mother, a home, and also the sign of Cancer. Every month, there will be a new moon in an astrological sign and also a full moon. New moons are good for setting intentions for new beginnings, what you want to see manifest, and full moons are for releasing, letting go, and completing things, and including getting rid of what no longer works for you. It can be like habits, perceptions, and the way you do things. New moons manifestations can take up to 6 months to see them come to fruition in general. It wasn't until recently that I've started to pay more attention to this area in astrology, and it took me a while to find my way around it and finding a tribe that shares the same vision as mine. Just like how I find my own soul tribe for my art, this is also the same for the other areas in my life. It doesn't mean that while I love to spend my time at home with my own hobbies and projects, I'm not able to have a social life. The internet makes it easy for me as an introvert to do so without entirely burning out or feel the need to be physically present. This time out period that I had made for myself got me reevaluating a lot of things from personal to work. I feel that each time I come out of it, there's a part of me that I end up burying and nurturing a new part. Sometimes I feel that I bury some parts that I wish I had the time to enjoy more or had the opportunity to do so. And sometimes I find myself missing that part. But then again, I will think about it and feel that maybe I won't need it anymore because whatever hope that I had once associated with it, I had ended up burying it along the way. And then again, when something comes along which warrants that buried part, I find myself scrambling to recreate it in hope that I can revive some part of it and that it is still good enough. Sometimes I feel it is so tiring as I find it looping regardless of how old I am. But each time I face it as a different person, it comes to a point that cravings for something different and fresh with new memories is the ultimate goal. But somehow, why does it seem to be so unattainable? Do you ever feel this way? I know this upload is a little deep compared to my previous ones, but somehow I feel like talking about it. You know, this will sound really weird, but it has been a couple of years since I had last sat down with an adult for a meal or even for a chat. My last one was back in 2019. Can you imagine that? If you have stayed until this far, thank you for listening. At least it doesn't make me feel like I'm talking to myself. Again, something that I've grown to be really good at. I've made this month's bullet journal theme to be floral and have chosen magnolias as the main illustration. It's just nice as we welcome spring. New beginnings for all of us, yeah? If you have enjoyed my content, please consider subscribing to my channel or connect with me on any of my social media channels or even supporting me on Ko-fi. As someone who is building her career all over again, every little support makes a huge difference, at least to me. Until my next video, many blessings to you and be well. Bye for now.